Hello beautiful people who clicked onto this video. I just wanted to thank you all for so much support and the 400 subscribers we hit recently. It means a lot to me. Now, a few disclaimers before we start. All of these are my opinions, so if you disagree, just remember that these are my opinions. Okay, so I've been role-playing on Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition for a while now, and I've noticed some patterns. And I'm not saying this to attack anyone, but I'm not calling out anyone. I'm just saying this because I genuinely think roleplay could be so much better if we stopped doing certain things. So these are my unpopular Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition roleplay opinions. If you get mad, maybe just ask yourself why. And also, this is about storytelling. Not winning, not being the strongest, not having the rarest morph, but just good roleplay. Alright, let's start. Not every villain needs trauma. Why does every villain have the same backstory? Abusive parents, clan rejected them, they were misunderstood. Sometimes a cat can just want power. Ambition is enough. A warrior who grew up normal, had friends, had a good mentor, and still chose manipulation? That's terrifying. Because that means it was a decision. Not every evil cat needs to secretly be soft deep down. Sometimes they don't regret it. Sometimes they enjoy control. And that creates tension. I think we're just scared to let characters just be morally wrong without accusing them. And, honestly, a villain who doesn't need redemption is way more interesting. Perfect leaders are boring. If your leader never makes mistakes, where's the plot? If they say the right thing, choose the right cat, read every omen correctly, that's not leadership. That's just a walking prophecy machine. Leaders should hesitate. They should doubt. They should make one bad decision that spirals. Imagine a leader who ignores a medicine cat's warning because they think they know better, and then a warrior dies because of it. That guilt, that tension, that story. I would rather follow a flawed, insecure leader than a perfect one with no depth. Because perfection gives us nothing to react to. Let your character lose. This one might hurt. If your cat wins every fight, every argument, every hunting competition, you're not role-playing, you're power scaling. Losing is what builds characters. If your warrior gets pinned in a fight and has to retreat, that creates humility. If your cat confesses feelings and gets rejected, that creates... I'm gonna kill that car that just drove by. Fluff. Okay. If your cat confesses feelings and gets rejected, that creates emotional growth. If your apprentice fails in an assessment, that creates drive. Scar should mean something, not just look cool. Overpowered cats ruin tension. You can't be the fastest hunter, the strongest fighter, the smartest strategist, and emotionally untouchable. Pick one strength, then give them 3 weaknesses. Maybe they're a strong fighter but socially awkward. Maybe they're brilliant at strategy but physically frail. Maybe they're respected but deeply insecure. Flaws aren't there to make your character weak. They're there to make them interesting. If nothing can challenge your character, there is no story. The amount of cars that actually drove by today is kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm next to a road, but like, the motorcycles today was like hectic. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. What's happening? Is your husband giving birth or something? What? To like children? Wait, husband? Did I say husband? Okay. Right. AJ does not equal deep. Being rude, silent, and cold is not personality. It's a starting point. Ask yourself, did you hear that? That was another car, by the way. I mean, the cars, I don't know if you can actually hear the cars, but like, okay. Calm down, calm down. I actually need to drink some water. I don't have water. Dude. Shut up. Okay. Ask yourself, what do they do when they're alone? What scares them that isn't trauma related? What small random thing makes them soften? Maybe your grumpy warrior secretly leaves spray outside the elder's den. Maybe your sarcastic deputy is terrified of thunderstorms. Maybe your emotionless medicine cat hoards little trinkets. Contradiction make characters real. Depth comes from layers, not from being mean. Side characters deserve arcs. Not everyone has to be the main character, but side characters shouldn't be blank either. That quiet background warrior, maybe they're observing everything. That elder who barely talks, maybe they know a secret from seasons ago. Sometimes the best plot twists come from the cats nobody noticed. And honestly, giving them smaller character developments make the whole server feel alive. Not just like dramatic cats and everyone else is a filler. Rare morphs don't make you interesting. I'm just going to say it. A rare morph does not equal depth. You can have the most basic brown tabby and their personality is complex. People will remember them. Design should reflect story. Scars should have history. Patterns should have meanings. Flashy colors alone don't create attachment. Your choices do. At the end of the day, Warrior Cat's Ultimate Edition is storytelling. It's not about winning fights, it's not about being the strongest, it's not about being feared by everyone in the clan. It's about moments. The awkward confession, the failed hunt, the leader's doubt, the villain's quiet smirk before betrayal. Those are things people will remember. So yeah, those are my unpopular opinions. Now I want to know yours. What's something in Warrior Cat's Ultimate Edition roleplay that you think people overdo or avoid too much? Because if we actually start giving our characters flaws, consequences, and real decisions, roleplay would be insane. Thank you so much for listening to my unpopular opinions about roleplaying in Warrior Cat's Ultimate Edition. Again, these are just my opinions. If you do feel offended about it, I'm truly sorry. I guess I am sorry, just so that you don't hate on me. Thank you guys so much for listening. But yeah, if you liked it, just tell me if I should make another one or give me some ideas for videos. Oh, I just realized the calendar on the back of my door is still on 2024. Oopsies. Right, bye y'all.